This breaking news, it's happened again. A suspect taking shots at Omaha police. This latest incident happened around 2 o'clock this morning. This is near 152nd and Spencer. Now, take a look at your screen here. Police did release a picture of 55-year-old Dean Weiss, who looks like he's pointing a gun in the direction of Omaha police officers. Now, police say Weiss did fire at them. 2 officers returned fire, hitting Weiss. Police say he's in the hospital right now and should survive. First Alert 6 reporter John Chapman tells us for the second time in just 10 days, Omaha police have come under fire.
October 6th, Omaha police are called to a convenience store near 119th and Dodge to investigate a disturbance. Omaha police officer Stephen Merchek was shot by the suspect. Officer Merchek is recovering. Police arrested 36-year-old Shedrick Mills. Mills has been charged with attempted second-degree murder and gun charges. He's in jail under a $3 million bond. 10 days later, early in the morning, more gunfire aimed at Omaha police. Omaha police are shot at by a suspected burglar. Police return fire and injure the suspect.
That suspect possibly fired shots upon officers' arrival, went back through the house, came outside, and was confronted by officers on the front porch where he was shot and wounded. The suspect was non-compliant. A Douglas County canine officer utilized his patrol service dog to drag the suspect away from the weapon.
2 Omaha police officers being shot at in 10 days concerns the chief of police. Chief Todd Smatterer issued a statement. It reads in part, "It's a deeply concerning trend that our officers are being fired upon. When confronted with armed threats to themselves and the public, our officers have responded with incredible courage." Clayton Heron witnessed that incredible courage when officers answered the call to protect the community in this latest incident.
Well, I was awake at a little before 2, and we heard cars running up the street, which is not uncommon, I guess. But then all of a sudden lights came on, police lights, and then shortly after that we heard gunfire. So, and then of course, shortly after that, the entire Omaha Police Department arrived in our neighborhood.
Of course, Clayton is exaggerating, but police do respond when the lives of our officers are on the line. Clayton, like the chief, is concerned about recent events where people take aim at police.
A little disturbing, we didn't know really what was going on. So that was, part of the question is, what's happening. So, but we did see the canine dog run up to the front step of the house that apparently helped take down the burglar, is what we understand.
After shots were fired at Omaha police, investigators on the scene gathering evidence. A suspect is in the hospital, and this time, no Omaha police officer is injured. In Northwest Omaha, I'm John Chapman, First Alert 6.
A close call regardless. Chief Schmatter says he's grateful that the officers are safe, and he fully backs the decisive actions taken by the officers involved. Now, according to department policy, those 2 officers were placed on paid leave. We do have more breaking